Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. So I really struggled today with what to do about my video because I had a couple of things in mind. I'd written out some outlines for a couple of things I really wanted to talk about, and for some reason, and I don't know why, nothing seemed to fit. So I had this kind of paralysis for a little while, and I thought to myself, I've always tried to be my true authentic self. It doesn't always work. Sometimes you've got to put on that mask, but there are times when I really feel I need to be real. I've been doing my nutrition, my coaching for a lot of years now, and one of the things that I really know about myself is that I too am prone to that stuck moment. And so for my video, I really had a stuck moment. So I thought I'm going to talk a little bit about me today. And the reason why I've decided to do it fresh-faced, no makeup, is that I really want to come across as my true authentic self. You see, one of the things that I really want everybody to know about me is that I'm autistic and my cat is meowing. You might see or hear him throughout this video. He wants feeding. He can wait. And so sometimes with my ASD, I just cannot. And that's when all of the years of my research and my coaching and all my self-development and everything that I do needs to kick in myself, for me. Because I know that I have the answers, but it's not always easy to implement them. And that's why having accountability to a coach is important. And I have somebody that I am accountable to, and I'm not going to say who it is, but this person has helped me a lot throughout my life, throughout all of my life. She has always been there for me. She has always stood in front of me. She has always helped me when things have got really difficult. And I know as an autistic person that that is really what you need sometimes. So I just want to let people know that there are people out there, mentors, coaches, that can help you when you're in that position, when you're in that stuck position. And I'd like to be one of them. But I also want you to know that I have my own struggles and my own internal issues and my own times where I feel that imposter syndrome myself. And it's at those times that the techniques I use to help other people need to kick in for me. And I need to remember what I do for a living and how I implement those things. So being autistic is a double-edged sword, really. For me, it's always been both a superpower and my own worst critic. Being a superpower because I'm highly focused, I'm intelligent, I deal with my life in very focused minutiae. When I want to do something, when I've decided that I'm going to do something, I'll do it. I'll do it in every detail. I'll go through every conceivable manner and road down to absolutely nail whatever it is that I'm doing. And when I started back in the 90s to learn about nutrition, I didn't want to just be a dietitian or just a general nutritionist. I qualified in every area of nutrition, from pediatric through sports, through alcohol and drug rehabilitation, through geriatric, the whole kit and caboodle. And that also includes all the weight loss and nutrition for health, especially cancer, Alzheimer's, everything. And that's one of the ways that being autistic for me has really helped me, because I will go down that line. But on the other hand, there are times when I feel so completely overwhelmed that I just have to stop and refocus and reframe myself to say, where am I going? What am I doing? What is it that I want to be doing with this? And what is it that I want people to know about me? And I really want you to know that about me, because I'm hoping that it'll help you to understand a little bit more about me and engage perhaps a little bit more with me. and to understand that this is the reason why I do what I do, because it started all those years ago, right back when I was 25, and I started learning holistic therapies. I did that because I'd just come out of the most horrific divorce and one of the worst times of my life. My little boy, he was born with problems with his heart. He nearly died at 7 months old. He needed major heart surgery. My husband wasn't around. He had just basically gone off with his mistress, if you want to call it that, I don't know. And he was nowhere. My son was undergoing 6 hours of the worst times of my life, undergoing 6 hours of major heart surgery at 7 months old. And fortunately, I was surrounded by my family, my mother, my father, my sister. But my husband and the father of my child was nowhere to be seen. And I realised then, you know what, me and my little boy, we need to stick together, and I need to do something for myself, for my own mental health, to make sure that I'm there for him no matter what. Because I realised at that point that my marriage was done and there was no way of coming back from that. So obviously, divorce ensued, mental health breakdown, and I still had my little boy, which I had to look after. So I knew I had to work on myself. And I didn't really know the best way of going about that. So I looked at holistic therapies. I started working on myself first of all with certain self-help books. I went to therapy, counselling, CBT, and I realised, you know what, I can do this. This is what I can do. I can do it, but I don't just want to be conventional. Oh, well, because that's not me. I wanted to do it in a completely different way. So I started with the holistic therapies, then went down into nutrition. I got myself my degree, and then postgrad, and then I'm not going to bore you with all the rest of it. But I realised that I need to work on myself, but not only by working on myself, but I realised that working on myself, I can help other people. And that's what I wanted to do. But I want you to know as well that in working and helping other people, I still need to work on myself. I still need to work with my own mental health, with my own struggles as being an autistic person. So I hope that this has been of encouragement to you, because that's why I've done this today. I heard a whole other load of things that I thought, oh, this would be really good, this would be really interesting. I'm interested in this, so I'm sure everybody else is going to be interested in this, because that's another way that my neurodivergent mind works. Once I think something's interesting, boy, of course everybody in the world is going to want to hear all about this, because it's so fascinating and interesting. So there it is. There's me, completely bare, my completely true self. Just letting you guys know, putting myself out there, letting you guys know that no matter what you're doing, what you're going through, even if it's a really difficult time in your life, there are things that you can do. There are protocols that you can put in place. There are people that can be there for you, support you, whether it's a friend or family or a professional. There are always modalities, things that can work for you to bring you from where you are to a higher plane, to a better vibration, to take you from a state of suffering to a state of beauty. So I'm going to leave it there whilst I go off and feed my cat, because he's really meowing himself to death now. So I love you all. I'm really grateful for the support, and I will drop another video on Wednesday.